Hello, greetings. This is day-oyabunmi. How are you? How are you? Thank you for checking out this video today. So this is the first installment of Messages from Ori. For those of you who don't know, your Ori is your own higher consciousness, your little tiny spark of the Most High creative intelligence or God. So we all have Oris, we all have inner spirits, higher consciousnesses, and I am channeling messages directly from there for you. Okay? So please excuse any background noise. Of course, as soon as I start recording, it gets really busy. Just a quick reminder, if you're interested in getting your own personal reading, if you're interested in a tarot reading, an Ifa Orisha reading, online classes, and ebooks, please visit my website, daydreamalston.com. You may find the information in the description box. So one day while I was automatic writing, I got the messages very clear in English and in Spanish. First, I heard "Cómo estás?", which I knew from my years of Spanish classes meant "How are you?" And then in English, I heard the words, "How are you?" And this literally came up kind of out of nowhere, which a lot of these messages do, just kind of come up, And I didn't know what it meant at the time, but when I was meditating on today's message, those phrases came up again. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? And as I looked into different divination tools, the I Ching, as I looked into the tarot and the oracle, and as I looked into myself, I realized why this question is important at this time. We are being guided to check in, to really check in with ourselves, to work on ourselves from the inside out, as opposed to from the outside in. You know how we spend a lot of time on our physical self-care. We go and we, get groomed, we get our hair done, we get our nails done, we buy clothing, we bathe ourselves daily, and things like that. But we don't often take the same care with our internal selves. We don't often go inside and care for ourselves. This is a time of self-examination, self-improvement, and self-correction. If you can go within and identify bad habits that have been holding you back, that have been blocking your progress in life, what will happen is you will open up the floodgates. There will be this opportunity for great manifestations in your life. And I think I talked about this in the reading of the year. There was this very up and down energy reflected in that reading where there were going to be some really tough, moments and experiences, but at the same time, I feel like spirit, right, has opened up the floodgates for great wealth to come to us. And wealth can be in different ways. Wealth can be mental and emotional peace. Wealth can be good health. Wealth can, of course, be financial abundance. Wealth can be children. So if you were to set your intention very strongly and set your will towards improvement, self-improvement, and really focus on that, what happens is the benefits and the positive changes that you begin to see in your own inner life will be reflected back to you from your outer life. So it's like a mirror. What you give out, right? What you give out, what you put out spiritually from the inside will begin to manifest on the outside. It will take you really taking charge in order to level up in this way, in order to mature in this way. There's this opportunity for us to come up to a new level of being if we commit to self-examination. This can cause a revolutionary change in our lives right now if we were to do this. And what it also brings about is solid foundations in one's life. So if you've lacked a solid foundation, if you felt, just kind of rocked back and forth all your life, if you felt like you can just be easily moved and thrown off by any and everything, this period of time you're being given to go in and do the self-reflection, the self-improvement correction, to kind of dig out those negative, harmful habits will allow you to be in a firmer situation, in a more stable and strong foundation. You'll be able to build that from yourself. There's some messages coming through in your dreams. If you see yourself moving a lot in your dreams, it's because you're being called to move, to take action on your own inner well-being. These can also be visions that you have when you're awake. Some of you are in situations where you're being guided to trust your instincts. There's messages coming up, maybe again from your dreams, which are going to put you on the right path, so pay attention. Be sure to consider things, take the time to consider things before acting on them to make sure that you're going in the right directions. There is the opportunity for breakthroughs if you have the determination to self-correct. There's also opportunities for revolutionary change in your life right now. There are some of you who are going through things who can resonate really heavily with this message. Yes, the message is for you. There are some who don't resonate, and that may be because that hasn't manifested for you. And in time it will, because this is a collective message, a message that I'm receiving from our higher consciousnesses. So how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Do what you need to do to ensure that the answer to that question is you are well. You are well on the inside. You are well on the outside. Be determined. Commit to your self-examination, improvement, and correction. Ashe.